This week in Destiny, we go 1 foot forward and 2 back, and Bungie somehow shows us how to shoot yourself in the foot. All right. This is kind of like a substitute this week in Destiny video. If you really cared about it, we can have a discussion at the end, just a small one. But this is about time gating. That's right, because there's really nothing new in this week of Destiny. So we're going to talk about time gating. We're going to talk about how, as the title implies, Bungie has ruined Into the Light. Now, before we dive in, I want to preference something. I want to be brutally honest. This will have no impact on me whatsoever. I will get every single weapon I want, every single roll, every limited edition. I'm going to get it. There's nothing for me to be worried about. Why? Because I'm a sweaty nerd who has time again said I have Stockholm syndrome when it comes to Destiny. So this has no impact on me. And you're wondering, well, why are you making this video? Why do you care then? Well, it's very simple. Unlike a lot of people in the Destiny community, I actually care about other people besides myself. It's crazy. Looking out for fellow woman, looking at the community as a whole versus just me, who, you know, again, it's just not really going to impact me. Like a lot of things, it impacts, but to a small degree. So time gating. Bungie announced that they are time gating weapons. Not like, oh, this week you get X, Y, and Z. No, it's you get one this day, and then you can get this one this other day. It's obviously being drip fed to keep player retention. Why? How's this ruined Into the Light? Free content, free guns, free armor that's mid as hell, especially compared to some of the other stuff we've gotten. And it's funny enough, and I'll show you, a lot of people are finally waking up to, oh, this is the armor? Yeah, we got Power Rangers and another Titan set that's pointy. Very nostalgia, right? When we're thinking about the best hits, the greatest hits of Destiny, this definitely comes to mind. Forget the galley armor. Forget anything like Destiny 1. Hell, they could have brought the Trials armor from Destiny 1, like the Taken King or Rise of Iron, whatever. They could have brought any set from D1 and it would have been more iconic than whatever the hell this is. Again, yes, I'm a hater. It is my opinion. And I wouldn't be nearly as upset with some of the stuff if the free content or even paid content match the quality of some of the cosmetics you have to pay to get. But more discussion in the back end for those who want it timestamp. But let's get back to it, shall we? Let's get back to the chat. Time gating. Oh, we're chatting, but we're not live chatting. I'm sorry, guys. Listen, no one likes time gating. Tell me a game that you've played where they've time gated loot. Diablo doesn't do that. Diablo, it's all based on your level and how you get up there, and then you just play the game how you want to play. Warframe, yes, there is loot that's time gated on rotation, but everything else in the game, literally, you can grind and play. Like it makes sense on a Warframe because Warframe very rarely does like locks and time gates, and their rotations is usually like sets of weapons versus one. Okay. But time gating, it hurts Into Light because here's the reality. Here is the bomb dollar. People like you who are watching, who may be a veteran like me, who's also a well-known sweaty nerd. This is obviously not going to impact you, or you really don't care because I'm going to get it anyways, right? I get that. I feel that. But you've got to realize this is free to play. So who's really going to be playing this? Well, the community as a whole, but also people who want to play for free or casuals. And there's this negative connotation that, oh, casuals just come and go. They don't. being casual doesn't mean, oh, I just suddenly never touched the game. I play it a bit, never. No, they may play every day, but it might be an hour. It might be an hour or two, but they are dedicated to playing it. They're just not sweaty nerds like you and me, right? Like I can spend 5 hours. I don't have a kid. I don't have a wife. I pay my bills. I do my time and I play Destiny. But people don't have that time. They don't have that luxury that we who burn through this game like it's nothing, they don't have that luxury. And so time is the most valuable currency. They could be spending time playing with their kids. They could be spending time doing college papers. They could be spending time catching up on work, whatever after work. The last thing that they need is to write on the calendar, oh, well, if I want to get mountaintop, I need to be ready for this day because I only have XYZ days until the final shape, because then I won't be able to get the limited edition, which is intentionally creating FOMO. Like, you've got to put yourself out of your box. And that's me. Like, I give criticism. I'm very fair. I try to think of everyone as a whole. So people who are selfish, self-centered, and they don't care about anyone but themselves. Obviously, they're going to downvote this. They're going to be, oh, listen, you got to think about other people. This is immediately going to deter people from. So here's the thing. If you are playing Destiny, the people who are playing Destiny, they're already playing Destiny and they're going to consume the content regardless. So you're not really retaining new people or bringing people back. Because what's going to happen is if I'm a player who is not sure to come back, I'm going to see time gating. I'm like, well, this is the same old crap. I don't want to deal with this. That's going to be a good portion of people who are not playing Destiny. They're not going to come back because they see that Bungie's doing the same old bull crap that they've constantly done. That's one of the biggest complaints of what Seasons was, is that they time gated all the stuff and people hate that. So yeah, that's going to immediately discourage people from coming back. 2, it's not going to increase player retention because they're just going to select the day of the weapon that they want, and then they're going to get it, and then they're going to go away. Or 3, they're just going to wait to the last week of when everything is available and then grind it then. But either way, you're not increasing retention. You're actively pushing people away or disinteresting it. Again, if I wasn't a sweaty nerd, I would 100% just target farm and wait till everything's available. Like, why play Destiny and grind and only get 1 or 2 or 3 guns when I could wait to when everything's available, use attunement to target farm the specific weapon that I want, and then go from there. I'm just saying. It's supposed to be a positive, fun thing, and what it does is it deters people from coming back. And it's a shame because I gave them such high praise. I'm like, this is a step in the right direction, and then they shoot themselves in the foot. They slap the community in the face, like all that good grace just went out the window. For some people, this ruined it for them. And you think, oh, well, that's their problem. Yeah, it is their problem. It's a lot of people's problems, you selfish bastards. Sorry, but I'm just calling it as it is. Like, you've got to think about the community as a whole. Like, people use it's free to play as an excuse why you can't criticize things. They use it's free to play, you shouldn't be able to complain about anything. But the people that it's meant for is the whole community, and casuals and new players are part of that community. And so if you only want to think of yourself as the community and not the whole pie and what is hurting the whole picture, then you're being a hypocrite. That's right, you who don't care, you're a hypocrite. Now, some of you don't care about that either way. Like, whatever, I'm a hypocrite. Some of you might think that, and you know what? You were never going to listen to me anyways. Is this really going to change anything? Absolutely not. But Bungie does look at criticism. They look through videos. They look through it. Now, do they change things just because of that? No, but they do obviously go through and hear criticism. And some happy, perfect world, maybe they see this video, and maybe in the perfect fantasy world, they actually change things. They make it good. They make it farmable, where you can get any weapon you want from the beginning, or at least half the weapons in 1 week and half in another week. That's still an improvement. And 1, 2, 3, this day, this day, this day. Again, people should not have to schedule a video game around their life. I should be able to hop on, play said game, and do whatever I want to do. If sweaty nerds want to grind and get everything within the first day or the first week, well, let them. That's how they want to consume the game. Let them consume it. If I'm a casual who just wants to target farm for a couple hours a day, then let them. Don't make them wait a week or 2 weeks, or give them less time to grind for the specific weapon and role that they want. Again, this is proxy to limited editions. And here's another thing. A lot of people, when the new expansion comes out, people are going to be playing the final shape instead of doing the Into the Light. Why would I do old content when I want to focus on the new content? So this, oh, well, they can get it later. Yeah, but most people are going to be wanting to use the new weapons, the cool weapons, for the final shape. Who doesn't want to roll up into the final shape and shoot the witness in the face with a mountaintop? Oh, wait, you've got to wait till like a week before the final shape comes out to finally farm for it. I don't even know what the dates are. All I know is it's bull crap, and we all know it. We all know it. So yes, it actively ruins it for a lot of people. And it's a shame. It's absolutely a shame, because I felt like a lot of people were going to come back, at least give this an attempt. But some people are not even going to bother because they see the same old Bungie doing the same old things. Let's be honest. People who are going to play the game were going to play this anyways, and they were going to consume the content anyways. But if people who were considering coming back to give it a try, to check it out because it's free and has some loot, most people who see it, who don't like time gating, aren't coming back. Let me know in the comments down below if you're one of those people who's just not coming back, or you're going to at least wait to the end, because I'll be interested to see the numbers, to see who actually is not going to actively participate because of the time gating, and whether you're just going to be waiting to the end to do it, or target farm the specific one and just dipping out. Again, this is not how you keep retention. This fantasy, this myth, this fallacy that we got to time gate things, we have to do rotators in order to maintain player retention. And it's just, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. That's not how you keep player retention. That's how you lose it. Again, I'm a filthy nerd. I'm going to get it what I want. It's not going to bother me, but I felt like making this video because it's not fair to people who don't have the privilege. Again, I've had friends who want to play this game, but crap like this just deters them. They don't want to play this, and I don't blame them. It's a bad experience. It's a trash experience. And Bungie just actively going backwards does not give me faith that they've learned anything. Thank you. I appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the like, comment down below. Now, if you're sticking for the rest of this week in Bungie, like the TDL, the down low, there's really nothing here. When I said there's nothing here, there's nothing here. They talk about the next week as the last stream. They're going to talk about 2 classic exotic missions. There's a lot of speculation of what the heck this means. I'm going to throw out my 2 cents. The API leak, there's the API leaks, and then the leaks themselves saying that it's the Whisper. It's the Whisper mission, and that Whisper is going to be craftable. And there's also the API has a new skin, and usually they like selling new skins or ornaments for guns, that they're doing something fancy. And so I expect it to be Whisper. Now, the other classic, I think it's going to be Hawkmoon. Why? Because they've already said in the past that they're going to make Hawkmoon craftable. So we have one that's been confirmed that will be craftable at some point in the future. And we have this other gun that has both leaks and API ornament for sale. That's my prediction. Now, the worst case scenario, it's just going to be Hawkmoon and Bad Juju. So I don't know who cares about Bad Juju. Let's be honest. It's I would love to see 0 Hour having a craftable outbreak, like rapid hits, or like 4 times the charm or something disgusting. My God, even Vorpal. Oh, that sounds disgustingly good. I would be excited for that. Guardian Games, no one gives a crap because it was fake and rigged from the beginning, so no one gives a crap. Riven's tokens. That's pretty much it outside of just like the leaks. Brave weapons, Hall of Champions, all that. Like I said, my thought process on this is that we're gonna get Whisper and Hawkmoon. Fantastic. I think here you want to know my true opinion about why I'm so for those who stuck around. You want to know why I'm so anti Bungie with the ornaments, and I can criticize the free stuff. It's because even the paid content, you look back and you look at Warlord's Ruin. What did we get? We got another ice armor, winter armor set 2.0. And then we got the Witcher set, which would have fit the castle set. Like, Witcher would have fit the whole castle vibe, but it's paid. Then we got Mass Effect, which could have been anything but it's paid. Then we got the Galley set, which would have worked for this Into the Light, but also the Warlord's Dungeon, because medieval stuff, right? Just the whole emphasis of the Golden Age, all that stuff, it would have fit. If we got equal parts good armor and sets, like, for instance, Ghost of the Deep had the best dungeon armor I've ever seen. If we had equal parts that to cosmetic, I would shut my mouth and not criticize. But it's a 75% paywall to 25% good armor that we get in game. It's usually garbage that we get when we pay for it. And even the free stuff is usually mid as hell compared to what you could buy. Also, while you're still here, let's play that betting game, right? Let's bet. You know, I'd almost feel confident to bet like a copy of the final shape. I bet you that from the start of when they release the weapons to the end of the deadline, in between Into the Light, they're going to release a paid armor set. I bet you. Look back to the video. We can all say hashtag was wrong. I'll own it. I'll be the first one to hashtag was wrong. Hashtag was wrong. Whenever, you know, it comes out. But I in between that, I have a very strong feeling compared to like all the stuff we've gotten. We've got like 5 different armors or 4 different armors, and then even like the Ghostbusters crossover bullcrap. I feel very strongly that we're going to get a cosmetic set that's paid for, and I guarantee it's going to look better than this. Oh, you know what? I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm right, I'm going to milk the content out of that and I've got a video idea in general about microtransactions, but my God, I'm going to enjoy milking that I'm right. If I'm wrong, you know what? I will happily take that L. I'll take the Fortnite dance on my face. I'll take it. But the trend and the consistency of how things are going, it's very strong leaning to there's going to be an armor set. I'm just waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I hope I'm wrong. All right. Thank you for those that stuck around. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, hit the, yeah, I already said everything. Don't forget to be the best version of yourself. Let me know what you think. And until next time, game out. Please whisper outbreak. Good vibes. Good vibes. Whisper outbreak. Whisper outbreak. Whisper outbreak. Come on, join me at the good vibes.